Hello, friends. I'm JOVAL, your host, and welcome back to Reflection for Life podcast, Tomb or Tale, Episode 5, The Empty Tomb and the First Witnesses. In our last episode, the stone was rolled into place and the world fell silent. Today, the silence breaks. Let's step into the dawn of the third day, the day that changed everything. The women at the tomb. After the Sabbath, at dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. Matthew 28:1. As the women approached, the ground trembled. An angel appeared, the stone was rolled away, and the guards fell as though dead. The angel said, "Do not be afraid. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said." Matthew 28:5-6. The women peered inside. The tomb was empty. Only linen clothes remained. Mark's Gospel describes their astonishment. They fled from the tomb, trembling and bewildered. Mark 16:8. Mary Magdalene ran to tell the disciples. Peter and John raced to the tomb. John arrived first. He saw the linen cloths lying there and the face cloth folded up in a place by itself. John 20:6-7. They saw and believed. The first appearances. Mary Magdalene lingered at the tomb, weeping. Turning around, she saw someone she thought was a gardener. But then she heard a familiar voice, "Mary." John 20:16. She turned and cried out, "Rabboni, teacher." The risen Jesus stood before her. Later that day, he appeared to two disciples walking to Emmaus. Luke 24 tells us he explained the scriptures, how the Messiah must suffer and then enter glory. As they broke bread, their eyes were opened, and they recognized him. Luke 24:31. That evening, he appeared to his disciples, saying, "Peace be with you." John 20:19. He showed them his hands and side. Thomas, absent that night, doubted. Until 8 days later, Jesus appeared again. "Put your finger here and see my hands. Do not disbelieve, but believe." John 20:27. Thomas replied, "My Lord and my God." John 20:28. the transformation of fearful men. The same disciples who hid in fear suddenly became bold witnesses. Acts 2 records Peter proclaiming to thousands, "God has raised this Jesus to life, and we are all witnesses of it." Acts 2:32. The resurrection was not whispered in secret. It was shouted in public in the very city where Jesus had been crucified. If his body had still been in the tomb, their message would have died instantly. Reflection: the empty tomb, the appearances, the radical transformation. These were the sparks that lit the fire of faith. For skeptics, the question remains, what best explains these events? For believers, this is the heartbeat of the gospel. Christ has died. Christ is risen. Christ will come again. Next episode, we'll travel beyond the gospel into history, examining relics, archaeological finds, and early writings that echo the reality of resurrection. Thank you. I'll see you next week.